Hey guys, welcome back. They have released 4.5.2 bug fix patch today, and it's supposed to fix the hitboxes as well as some other animation stuff and the all-important HUD. So before we get into it, we know you hate reading, so we're going to read this for you. But if you want to catch us live, we do stream on Twitch throughout the week at twitch.tv/Parklis. So come on by and ask us all the questions you want about Dead by Daylight or anything in general. We may not have the answer for you, but it's probably go seek a psychiatrist. Now, jumping right in, under the content section, they have raised camera to the original position when crawling for the survivors, changed transition animations in survivor locomotion to make the controls feel more responsive. Maybe they brought back the ability for us to 360, or if you knew how to moonwalk, it's easier. I didn't know how to moonwalk, so maybe I'll learn. Who knows? In the HUD layout changes, they moved the objectives from the top center of the screen to the bottom left corner and removed the additional text. Objectives are now icon based, because mostly if you go through the tutorial, you know what the objectives are and what it's for. Increased the size of the objectives icons and added background shading to help improve their visibility when viewed on bright environments. Increase the font size of the generator count number, reduce the size of the killer's hook count widget to be more in line with other objectives, lowered the stack of player status widgets from the top left corner down to the lower left corner. They now sit just above the new objectives location and expand upwards. Increase the width and height of the timer bar under the player names in the player status widget. Now this is a big one. Before it was super hard to see the little bars, the health bars on the hook, or the bleed out states or deep wounds, that kind of stuff. Super easy to see now, in my opinion. Some people may still hate it, but added a new setting in the settings menu to control the size of the skill check independently of the HUD scale setting. So that's really cool. Bug fixes fixed an issue that could cause killers to appear further away than they actually were on survivor screens. This was the primary cause of the hit registration hitbox issues since 4.5.0. That's right, it doesn't look like the killer's going to hit you from 6 feet away anymore. It's more in line now. In fact, some of the hits actually feel better, and on killer, you're not going to hit as many of the hits as you once thought you were going to. I think they've actually improved hitbox registration. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, or, you know, just in general. So, fixed an issue that caused survivors to crawl faster than intended. That's right. You guys no longer on survivors have an innate tenacity without the, recovering while crawling. You just have the crawl speed gone. So now if you want it back, you're going to have to put your tenacity back on. No more 5 perk survivors, except maybe Iron Will. Fixed an issue that prevented event blood points from being awarded from certain indoor generator types used on maps including Midwich Elementary and Leary's Memorial Hospital. Fixed an issue with survivor camera-based interaction priority that could make it impossible to prioritize interactable objects on the ground, such as bear traps near pallets. So yeah, it would take the priority of the pallet based upon the camera angle rather than the priority of the bear trap because you weren't really looking at it. Honestly, you should just look down at the ground if you're facing the trap or on it, especially if you're not in a chase. Most of the time, that's your best bet. Fixed an issue that could cause survivors with the perk Calm Spirit to scream when caught in a bear trap. Fixed an issue with Hex the Third Seal and Hex Undying that could cause the Hexed players and Hexed player count to be incorrectly reset when the Third Seal's totem is destroyed and Undying is still active. I mean, technically it's not supposed to happen. Undying's supposed to take the place of Third Seal, but I guess they fixed it. Fixed an issue that could cause the haste status effect icon not to show when using Refined Serum. Fixed an issue that could allow the nurse to attack during the first few frames of fatigue after a blink and skip the fatigue. I'm glad they're getting rid of that because the fatigue after the swing is kind of a big deal. But honestly, in order to hit this is pretty precise. So anybody who did do it, congrats to you. I've tried. It's pretty nuts. Fixed an issue that prevented the add-ons Blackheart and Maw's Guts from increasing the Demogorgon's recovery speed. Fixed an issue that caused the survivor's portrait become highlighted anytime any infection from the plague was increasing, it should only highlight to indicate when a survivor has reached maximum sickness. Fixed an issue that could cause the speed boost from uncloaking with the Wraith add-on the Serpent to trigger too early to be of use. Fixed an issue that could cause incorrect values from the Unbroken emblem. This is another one I'm really huge on and super excited that they fixed. I haven't tested it, but before, I don't know about you guys, the only time you're getting an Unbroken emblem is when you escape. Other than that, you're just not pipping. So if that's fixed, that's a huge deal and super excited. Fixed an issue that could cause players to end up on the wrong side of the pallets when stunning a killer. For those of you killers running Enduring just for that situation, so then when they go to climb back over the pallet, you just grab them. It's not going to be as easy anymore. Sorry, guys. Fixed an issue that could prevent the proper indicators from displaying for the doctor when using shock therapy, shock blast, or miss snap out of it skill checks. Fixed an issue that caused survivors to keep the default outfit between a lobby and the loading screen to the trial when playing a custom game. Fixed an issue where old event items would sometimes appear in bloodwebs. So you're going after the Lunar New Year's event and you just get winter stuff. I was going to say Winter Veil, but I play too much WoW. Anyway, fixed an issue where the UI can show a healthy survivor as injured when healed for 2 health states very quickly. Fixed various collision-related issues on Crotus Print Asylum. Fixed an issue that would cause charms on hooks to not be visible to killers. That was around since 4.5.0. And fixed an issue that would cause the game to get stuck on the tally screen when entering spectator mode at the same time the last survivor reaches the tally screen. So a lot of good fixes here. There's still more to come. I thought Blight's POV was going to be changed here. It wasn't. I think that's coming in the chapter update, the next chapter to come out, but we'll see. So all in all, some good fixes. Now there were some fixes that they missed from announcing in the 4.5.0 and 4.5.1 patch notes that they're going to let us know here that were actually fixed, but they didn't tell us about it. So they fixed an issue that could cause injured survivor sounds be louder than intended after rush entering a locker. It should be audible but muffled. This was supposed to be in 4.5.1. They fixed an issue that could prevent the plague from being able to infect window vaults while Vile Purge, or with Vile Purge. This was also missing from 4.5.1. Fixed an issue that could prevent the shape from playing recoil animations or sound effects when hitting an obstruction in Evil Within 3, 4.5.1 patch. Fixed an issue that could reduce the Legion's acceleration when attacking with Feral Frenzy. See, I knew that they were supposed to release this on 4.5.1, but if you remember in the 4.5.1 patch, it wasn't there. So they did fix it, they just forgot to tell us they fixed it. Now we just need Blight. Fixed an issue that could prevent the Huntress from hearing audible feedback on a long-range hatchet hit. That was missing from 4.5.0. And fixed an issue with the perk Deception that could cause a hide prompt to appear but not be usable. This was missing from 4.5.0. Now with the Windows Store only, they fixed a crash that occurred when revoking the consent. And a known issue still is the skill check UI scaler option in the options menu appears in English for all non-English languages. This will be fixed in the next chapter patch. So there you go. We read patch notes for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We're going to try and keep you guys as up to date with behavior stuff and Dead by Daylight as we can. There was a leaked image of behavior changing their logo to kind of a glitchy logo, which makes people think it's either going to be Cyberpunk 2077 killer, Watch Dogs killer, or Candyman. So let me know what you think down below. If you liked what you saw, make sure you go and hit that like button. And, you know, if you want to see more, make sure you hit that sub. If nobody told you already, we love you guys very much and stay safe out there.